Hello, and welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes, as usual, wearing clothes, wearing my super straight t-shirt in honor of Pride Month. I try to wear, I have two shirts. I have a super straight shirt, and a Take Back the Rainbow shirt. I try to wear if those shirts are clean, I wear them for June. So, anything to fight the LGBTification of our nation. That's my that's my fight. Anyway, I've been doing lots of housework lately. So our house, it's how can I say? It was dirty, basically. Like our house is yellow. And so, when something is a lighter color, dirt stands out more. And so, there were lots of, not lots of gray spots. You remember the house being yellow, but then, you're driving off and you look back at your house, you're like, oh, it's more of a grayish, hue to it. And so I've been basically doing Mexicans work, basically all the illegals that have been walking across our border, I'm doing their job right now. I've literally been spraying the house with some kind of, chemical that is bad for you, because the chemical rips the paint off, strips the paint off the house. But anyway, spraying the house with some chemical, then taking a brush or a broom with a 10-foot pole, literally 10-foot pole. Actually, it's a 10-foot pole, but you can stretch it out like a 20-foot pole. So I have a 20-foot pole, but I've been scrubbing the house. Been doing that for the past 4 days. And I feel the effects. I'm tired, but, it's straight out Mexican work, man. It's straight out wall hopper. I'm here because Joe Biden's president type of work. And I'm tired. I'm done. Anyway, and I think this is the last day. I think I got the whole house. I say I think because I'm not over there. But anyway. So I had a weird comment on my videos. As you guys know, we're still in the middle of uploading the best of When I Have Spare Time podcast. But I still do videos like this in between because I have nothing else to do. And I was, on my Overwatch playlist because, I upload Overwatch gameplay videos, but I stopped doing it because Overwatch went gay. And I just don't want, I don't want to play a video game that has rainbow shit, that has, gay propaganda in it. I've said this before. Overwatch is a game, lots of children play Overwatch. So it's I don't want to have to explain to my kids why is this map rainbow now? Why? I don't know. It's just something that you don't need your entertainment to be propaganda for someone's kink. We don't celebrate heterosexuality. I don't see a heterosexual parade, and you think because 99% of us are, you think we'd have one. You think you'd have hot chicks on stripper poles, and I don't know what the equivalent would be for a guy. Women like men in uniform. So you have a firefighter smoking a cigar, and a cop eating a big donut. I've seen news clips of some of these fat parades where there'll be guys in puppy mask and being whipped. So I guess the heterosexual equivalent would just be just have a couple having sex on a float. It's the same thing. It's you wouldn't like it if you went to a parade and there's a gangbang. It's some chick being Sin Sage, great porn star. If you saw Sin Sage on the float being spit roasted for the heterosexual parade, you'd be like, what the hell's going on? And you wouldn't bring your kids to it. But for some reason, people think it's okay to bring the kids to some fag parade where you got all kinds of Satanist bullshit. But anyway, I'm going off. But anyway, so this Korean lady left a comment on one of my videos when I talk about why I'm not playing Overwatch. And apparently she is 100% okay with pushing the LGBT propaganda on children. And it blew my mind. And it's like, I've noticed it is mostly women who push this shit. And I don't understand. Like, you think women would be the gender, well, that are most protective of children, but then I take that back because when you look at our crime statistics, most of these people who commit crime come from a single mother household. So once again, women kill society. Men kill people, women kill society. But yeah, it was just so strange because it's like, and I forgot her name. Her name doesn't matter. But this Korean woman, you know, is okay with it. And like, first of all, she's Korean, she's Asian. Usually that's the smart race. Yeah, I think the difference between the races. Koreans are usually smart and socially smart. And also, Korean culture is different than American culture. And so in Korean culture, like they don't, for the most part, as far as I can tell, and I'm basing everything I know in Korea from K dramas and K-pop. They don't push that woke bullshit. It's like they want, a nuclear family in Korea. So I was shocked that this Korean woman was like, "Yeah, let's push this gay shit on our kids." I'm like, "What?" And I'm paraphrasing. She didn't say let's push the gay shit on the kids. But anyway, she was completely fine with it. So it was just strange, and I don't know. Like when I think of Korean women, I think of hot chicks who dance on stage in K-pop videos. But I also think of family values. It'd be like normalcy, normal. Like it's normal to have a husband and a wife and kids. Like that's like normal, and it seems like in America we have a push to make that not normal, and it's so strange that 1% of the population is trying to burn everything down to the ground. But I can quote. Actually, I'm not going to quote her, but like listening to Melanie Mack talk, and yet she's right. It's basically just a bunch of like demons running around our society trying to bring all of this down and like ruin everything. And like the way you ruin society is, you get the kids, you fuck them over, you poison their brain, you screw their minds up, and like once you screw up a kid's mind, they're gonna grow up and be mess up adults, and then those mess up adults are gonna mess up the next batch of people because to them normal is messed up to us. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. And you've noticed it, like the older you get. I mean, because like, if you listen to me, it means you're probably like me, where you're like normal, and you're like, how is this normal? But recording yourself high, you're gonna say some stuff that might be a little off, but I'm right. Um, oops, I didn't. Yeah, you notice how the camera is crooked. This is in a garage, and so the floor is not level. That's why, and I'm not putting anything under the tripod to level it. But anyway, like and it seems like the more trashy, the more bad whatever society gets, the more prevalent that pride flag stuff becomes. I've noticed that it's like Cyberpunk 27, because it's talking about video games. Cyberpunk 2077 does a really good job of it. It's a dystopian future, and when things are pretty bad, and it does mimic some things that are happening in the present right now, especially with the fake food. Like there's a new study that like vegan food. Now I've always said this. You can go back 3 years on this podcast where I was talking about like. Now I know a lot of my videos have gotten to that. I want to say on this podcast, I want to say YouTube has removed 60 videos at least. I mean, there's a lot of videos missing here, but anyway, that's beside the point. I was saying that vegan food is not good for you, and because it's just not like and I know it's hard to believe, but um, you know, eating like regular food, like meat, fish, like stuff you have to hunt. Like eating stuff you have to hunt is good for you because that's how we first came around. Like like the way caveman eat. Like eating meat every couple of weeks because they have to hunt. It's not like they hunted good, but like food you have to gather, and we all know what that is, and food you have to hunt. If you stick to that diet, food you have to gather and food you have to hunt, and just eat that, you'll be really healthy. Okay. Now you take food that's processed and food that's just made up. It's bad for you. And common sense would say like it's like healthy to just eat the way that the first humans ate. And I don't know. That's just common sense, I think. But anyway, there's a study that came out that like officially said that veganism is bad for you. Now I don't know why you thought vegan was good for you in the first place because like look at every other. Remember, we're animals. Every other animal on this planet eats like food, like either eats other animals or eats stuff that grows out the ground. So what makes this animal, humans, different? Where let's just eat some processed lab meat and some vegan bullshit, and that's gonna be good for you. We're animals too. Like I don't understand what like people think these. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just glad that at least there's some official like non-partisan study that came out that said yeah, vegan food is bad for you. Anyway, apparently it causes um, like heart disease. I mean, it causes other stuff, but like the one that stood out was it caused heart disease. But yeah, and then they were saying that the fake meat is bad for you too. Like I don't get it. Like there's so many things going on in our society that's being pushed as good for you or enlightening, but it's really horrible. Like the fake food, the LGBT stuff. Anyway, in Cyberpunk 2077, it kind of like mirrors what's going on now, where it's like all the food's fake. You have and there's like lots of like LGBT stuff. But it makes sense in Cyberpunk 27 because society is so bad that it makes sense because the worse society is, the more the more fake food, the more pride flag bullshit. So I mean, like that's why I like the game because like there's so many things that happen in the game. I'm like, wow, that's happening now. But and like I don't know if the creator like Mike Pondsmith was either ahead of his time or he just guessed right. But yeah, but if you look throughout history, it's every society that's like fallen has gone through the same thing. Well, not the fake food stuff, but anyway. Yeah, and I know what you're thinking. How much coke did you do? Well, that's not your business. Anyway, I've said enough because I actually came on here to talk about something else completely different, and I went off on a rant. That sucks. I will make another video to talk about what I want to talk about. Anyway, you guys have a good one. I'll post some more best of videos pretty soon. You guys have a good one. Peace.